farm, family, community. This is Midwest Farm Weekly.
Good morning and welcome to Midwest Farm Weekly. I'm Elaine Wells and we are coming to you from the annual WPS Farm Show in Oshkosh. This truly has become a rite of spring passage, and this year we are so excited to dig into vendors all across all of the hangars and outdoors here on the EAA grounds. Matt Cullen joining me from WPS. Matt, this is such an impressive show.
Absolutely, and we're thrilled to be able to welcome approximately 20,000 people here to Oshkosh, to the EAA grounds for the 63rd edition of the WPS Farm Show. This is an event we've been hosting ever since 1961, and it's all about helping our farms and our farm customers be able to improve the efficiency of their operations and grow and thrive as they move forward.
We always talk about what's new, and that includes your booth. You guys have done a makeover.
Absolutely, it's a refresh here at the WPS booth between Wisconsin Public Service and our sister company, We Energies. Our farm customers and really anyone can come down to see the latest farm wiring displays. That's really important to be able to use energy not only efficiently but also safely on your farms. You can see the displays that are set up. You can also see examples of what is not to current electric code, so that if you do have an older structure, an older barn, an older building, you can understand what steps you need to take to be able to use energy safely on your farm.
And you have a team specifically designed to help our farmers, making sure that they are not only up to code but saving money where they can.
In addition to operating the WPS Farm Show, our entire agricultural services team is here throughout the show to meet with our farm customers, answer questions that they might have about how they're using energy on farms, as well as making those upgrades, making those energy efficiency additions to their farms and their operations. Things might be just as simple as adding an occupancy sensor inside a barn, all the way up to like a plate cooler, refrigeration, heat recovery system, all sorts of different upgrades. We can talk to you about what might be right for your farm, and then perhaps even schedule a visit to your farm to really get an up-close look at what is happening there, so we can provide those recommendations that are specifically tailored to an individual farm.
Your team must take so much pride in this. I've been talking with exhibitors and attendees, and they said, you know, I've gone to a lot of farm shows around the Midwest, around the country, and this one ranks right there at the top.
You know, we really do pride ourselves on this being a springtime tradition, not only for us here at WPS, but for our attendees, for our exhibitors. The feedback that we get each and every year is just that this is a show that provides something for every type of farmer, whether you're a small family farm or one of the large dairy operations we have here in Wisconsin. There's more than 400 exhibitors that are taking part in this year's show. They're coming from 21 different states and 3 countries at the 63rd edition of the show. We also have actually expanded this year's show. We've added a second exhibitor tent to be able to showcase even more products, more solutions to help our farms continue to grow and thrive.
One of those new vendors is joining us. We're excited to talk with Andy Ellerman from Aztec Ag. Nice to see you, Andy.
Thank you.
Welcome to
Appreciate
Oshkosh.
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about Aztec Ag.
Aztec Ag, we are from western Minnesota, and our main product is the box bullet. And we found a need on our own farm to dump pro boxes if you're getting your seed in boxes safely and efficiently. So we heard about the show from other vendors and had to come check it out. So it's been good to be here.
How does the product work?
So it's all off remote controlled. So you place it on a box, and then whether you have Milwaukee or DeWalt batteries to power it.
We have just a few of those in our shop.
Yeah, so it fits both, and then you just press a button and it opens up. So.
What has the reaction been like from people who are using these on farm?
Well, it's been great. Whether it's a guy that's climbing up there by himself, you know, he doesn't have to do that. It's cheaper than falling. It's a safe way to do it, and it's efficient. So we found the feedback's been really good, and we sell lots of them, so it's been good.
So if our viewers are watching here in Wisconsin or out in South Dakota, how do they get their hands on this?
You go to aztecag.com and order online. You can call us, however you guys want to do it.
Well, we appreciate you joining us today. Congratulations on all the success that will no doubt come from all the connections you are making here at the WPS Farm Show. We will continue our tour throughout all of the hangars, show you those great outdoor spaces as Midwest Farm Weekly continues from Oshkosh.
Well, Jeremy Hansen here from Fox Valley Technical College for Life on the Farm. And today I'm at the Wisconsin Public Service Farm Show, and joining me is Kevin Summer. Kevin, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me.
And you know, you are one of the owners of Service Motor Company, correct?
Correct, yes.
Right. You know, you always have the story of the history of Service Motor Company. Can you tell me a little bit about some of your history?
Sure. Service Motor Company has been in our family, the Summer generation, for over 109 years. So it started with my great-great-grandfather selling case threshing equipment at the family farm, which is still an active farm today. So, and I would say it's gone through, you know, several generations, and right now we still have several family members that are still in the business right now. So it's kind of a family endeavor to keep it going on.
And I just mentioned we were at the WPS Farm Show today, and how many years have you participated in this?
We love this show. We love this venue. We love the location. We love the layout that we have here at EAA. I can't actually recall on how many years we've actually been here. It has to be over 20.
So how do you use the show? I mean, what's the outcome that you're expecting, or why you come here?
Well, I would say why Service Motor comes here for a presence, or, you know, and the key thing is ag is part of our DNA. We've had Case IH as a brand that we've had represented, you know, for ever since that we've been in business, right? So a lot of our farm customers that we have here like to see the new innovative products that are coming out that Case IH has available. Now our Kubota line also shows a lot of farm products as well. So being able to show our products that we have with Case IH and Kubota, farm, small, large, anything in between, right? So at least we do have a large offering that we have available there, and let's share the technology with a lot of the customers that are out there that kind of have that winter itch that I want to get on out and see some nice weather, and I want to be able to see some farm equipment, right?
And you talk about some new stuff and new equipment. You are a true partner with Fox Valley Technical College in our ag program, correct?
Yeah, and actually going back, Kevin was a student at Fox Valley Tech, right, when I came out of high school, right? So, and even just partnering with Fox Valley Technical College to, I would say, make sure that we're sharing resources, making sure that we're sharing technology. You know, the technology that we have in a lot of our tractors, the tractors steer themselves. So how can we share the technology with the students that are learning, wanting to define a career path? Farming is something that is way more sophisticated than what it used to be even 10 years ago. Tractors are steering themselves. We want to be able to talk about fuel efficiencies. We want to talk about cutting seed costs. But here's the latest technology that the school doesn't have to be able to fund and purchase themselves, and then it becomes dated. Every year we're going to be able to bring equipment to Fox Valley Technical College. The students can see the latest and greatest that our technicians are using. We're sharing our EST computer softwares that they can diagnose codes that are there. So how can we show the latest and greatest stuff? Because we're also looking for, you know, employees of the future too.
And final question for you, Kevin. You know, everyone's optimistic here today and the industry is very optimistic. What are some of the concerns that you have, you know, for even last year, this year, even going forward?
Well, and I would say last year was definitely challenging with a lot of the talk about the election, right? The election's over. I would say commodity prices are not real strong right now. And then also, at least, that we're talking about a 40-year high in the interest rates, right? So how can we make sure that we can be a consultant to a lot of our customers that are in the field? You know, let's talk about cash flow management. How do we need to finance a package to make sure that, hey, let's minimize some service expense, let's minimize some high parts expense in some of these machines to make sure that we can make solutions happen. So let's partner with a lot of our customers. We're wanting to get out to a lot of our customers and see what their needs are, their concerns are. How can we work together to make sure that we're eliminating some of those pain points for a lot of our customers to keep their operation going and streamline, eliminate some expenses too.
Kevin, thank you so much for your insight today. I really appreciate talking with you again.
All right, thanks for having me.
So for Life on the Farm, I'm Jeremy Hansen.
Midwest Farm Weekly continues now from the WPS Farm Show in Oshkosh. You might want to save an entire day to explore the Vanderloop equipment booth because, my goodness, have they brought an impressive display. Mark Vanderloop joining me. If all of the implements aren't enough, you're also offering cheese curds.
Yes, and thank you very much. It's very good to be here again this year, and we've got such an offering to bring to the customers. It's exciting to bring all the new stuff, show it off, and talk to everybody about what we can supply them.
And you said your business is now how many generations deep?
So I'm fourth generation in the dealership. Currently it's my father, cousin, and myself at the dealership. So it's a long heritage here, and excited to continue it.
I've heard a lot of wow, ooh, ah, and that's not just from the little kids. It's from our 75-year-old retired farmers when they see the size of some of this equipment.
Yeah, it's changed a lot, right? I mean, it's 10 years ago it was a lot smaller. Even 20 years before that it was different, and we've had to make some accommodations, grow the booth size a bunch because the equipment's twice as big, but we figured it out.
And they're packing a lot into these tractors. I mean, you know, self-propelled options. We're talking about computer control. We're talking about AI technology.
Yeah, we're currently working with a few companies on some fully autonomous tractors. We're working through some of the technologies to get that up to speed, some of the camera systems and some of that, because the technology is moving faster than the hardware can. So it's the ideas are there conceptually, and it's executing that, and it's coming pretty fast.
And farmers are asking for efficiency, right? If they're spending time behind the wheel, they need to be getting things done.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only that, they need to look at other options and maybe give them a few hours in the day, right? Maybe my son or my daughter's got a ball game that I want to go to, and I need 2 hours to go do that, and I can leave my piece of equipment run. That's a fantastic fit. So not necessarily to replace the job, but to add a little bit of efficiency on the end of the day.
A little bit of flexibility in there, right?
For sure, we could all use that.
Talk about some of the highlights in the booth that you've been excited to show off.
Yeah, so this year we've got some new application stuff for us. New to Vanderloop equipment is the Go Gator line. So it brings in a lot of opportunity there for us. We got some new cross pieces in our Xerion tractor over there. It's brand new to the market. I think that's one of the very few in North America currently. So, you know, it's really fun again to bring that to Oshkosh here and show it off to not only current farmers, but gentlemen who have retired or maybe passed it to the next generation.
You said it was fun to watch. You had kids come into your booth who are no longer kids. Maybe they're the ones making the decisions at the farm now.
Yeah, it's crazy to see where 20 years goes. I've been at the dealership about that long and think about my life and what's changed there. And you know, these kids that were running around that were 5, 6, 7, 8 years at the farm show then are now taking an active role in the operation, and it's exciting to see that happening.
If we have caught someone's eye with something other than the cheese curds, you have to be here in person to get those. But how do we learn more about these pieces of equipment?
Yeah, so you can go to vanderloop.com. We've got all the socials out there, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, all of that stuff. So you can check it all out there. But most of it's through vanderloop.com. You know, all of the manufacturers have us on their sites as well. So
I know you've been busy, so I'll share the cheese curds with you. As we send you to break here on Midwest Farm, we are going to continue to explore the WPS Farm Show in Oshkosh. Welcome back to Midwest Farm Weekly. We continue our tour of the WPS Farm Show with a bit of international flavor now as we take you to Denmark, where Skov Sekov is here debuting a few items for our dairy and pig and poultry farmers. Welcome to Karsten. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Talk a little bit about this product line.
We are a company that provides everything around climate, ventilation, heating, cooling around livestock production. And here we are here for the dairy part. So dairy, calves barns and beef barns. So yeah, ventilation. For example, here on the slide here behind, it's a sub-pressure system for calf, where we have very good feedback on creating our optimal climate for calves and reduce the mortality by controlling climate both on temperature and humidity. So very good feedback on that.
Yeah, talk about the importance of ventilation. Certainly we know that disease pressure and comfort of the animals can be changed a lot by the ventilation.
Yeah, as we all know, for example, draft is very uncomfortable for us as human. It's also the same for especially calves, but also in general for many types of animals. So therefore it's important to control and create a uniform climate all over.
Why do you enjoy talking with people at events like this?
We enjoy to meet our customers close to where they are. It's good to see many people are engaged here, come and also to hear feedback and what are they struggling with on the farms, what are the challenges, and in most cases we can also come up with a proposal to help them on these. We are happy to put our knowledge in. We are 500 people in the company working with all kinds of aspects, from software for controlling to physical and mechanical stuff for so to say getting the right air movement, for example, or cooling, heating done in the barns. So
I want to talk a little bit more about the curtains, because I know especially for our farmers here in Wisconsin, those watching in South Dakota, our weather changes a lot. At our farm, curtains down, curtains up, all in the same day. Talk about the benefit of this product.
Yeah, the benefit of an inflatable curtain is that at the same time we use normal curtains, you regulate up and down. Here we use the air to regulate it up and down, so it is inflatable. At the same time, we create a insulation value of the curtain, so not just, so to say, open up and down, but we also make a better insulation that will create conserve some of the heat that are produced by the dairy cows or whatever we have in the barn, meaning that we can spend more, you can say, of the energy doing a proper ventilation. So it's not just air coming in through leakage or wherever it comes in. It's coming in where we want it to come in.
It was wonderful to meet you. Welcome to Wisconsin. We hope that you enjoy your time here.
It is a pleasure to be here. So, and it's the dairy land of U.S., right? So that's the right place to be.
Well, make sure you get some squeaky cheese curds while you are here. We will continue our tour of the WPS Farm Show after a short break. Innovation, the name of the game here at the WPS Farm Show, and the piece of equipment behind me could change your fieldwork. I'm excited to be talking with Jim from Soil Regeneration Unlimited. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you for coming by.
Well, we were talking about your title. You said, owner, operator, and I said inventor. This is your invention.
We're kind of a one-person family show, and we're yoked with another family that actually builds the machine for us in Iowa. But it's been something that's been about a 12, 13-year trip so far. And adoption keeps picking up. The information is how we lead in education and training. Unless somebody understands more about soil and how to treat soil better, they wouldn't really see the value of this tool.
So then introduce us to this piece of equipment. What is it called? How does it work?
Okay, so the Curse Buster actually was named from the scriptures out of Genesis chapter 8, verse 21. And I'd encourage everybody to go read it. It's a negative statement announcing that God has created a curse in the earth. And a curse is the fact that now we have rain. For the first period of time following the garden, there was no precipitation. Everything grew on capillary water rising from fountains in the deep. Now, this advent of rain had created a massive change where water ran in the wrong direction, if you will, through soil, creating the phenomenon known as microerosion. This tool is targeted, this is why we call ourselves targeted tillage. It is targeted on arresting the nature or the anatomy of that curse, but leaving the soil system intact. So root systems stay in the same place, all the residue stays on the surface. We never mix the profile, it's always left arranged because microbiology is developing in different stages all the way through the profile. So we maintain all those relationships, and yet we address density, compaction from trafficking, and surface compaction from raindrop impact, and microerosion, the phenomenon where we block large pores which are prohibiting air movement upward and capillary water movement upward and precipitation-free water movement downward, leaving it all look the same. It looks like no-till. It looks just like no-till, but it's anything but no-till.
And this is why you're the inventor and not me. This is a fascinating, fascinating piece of equipment. When do you see operations using this? Is this pre-seed? Is this post-emergence?
Well, that's very interesting because my primary emphasis of intervention is in the fall, following a harvest. We want to harvest all the precipitation, snow melt, and everything else as much efficiently as we can. We don't want it to leave the farm. So therefore we address the microerosion, which resists water percolation. You could get great infiltration, but as I try to point out to people, infiltration is only as good as your percolation. If you can't move water down through, the glass eventually fills and your infiltration rate goes to zero, right? You're not a soil scientist, but you catch on very quickly.
I see what you're saying.
So basically, that's where we start, or we like to start. We don't always get that opportunity, but then in the springtime, heavier soils often will get a spring pass. Lighter soils will often just get planted. One of the things that happens in the fall is we control winter annuals by stirring them in the fall. So we don't need a chemical to keep it brown in the spring. Then the other iteration of that is when the weeds are starting to germinate, soils are warming, and we're approaching the harvest or the planting date that we want, then we go plant, like it was no-till.
Okay.
And then we follow in a day or two with the Curse Buster. Because of the way it's fractured, the rotary harrows on the rear of the machine actually don't move the seed. And the tine action brings increased capillary water. So you get the most uniform germination, no chemical weed control required because we've done it mechanically.
Well, I appreciate the lesson. I hope I've at least earned an associate's degree in something today
Well,
talking with you. You
have.
are a wealth of knowledge.
You've gone to the top of the class.
And that is the best part about the WPS Farm Show, is getting to speak with the inventors who are changing the landscape of agriculture. So we appreciate you spending time with us, and we appreciate you joining us as well.